Perfect. Okay, so sink this down. So class, I'm going to take off this top too. And so my feeling, my sense really is about that cultivating balance and our connection, right, with the external world. So there is this balance at the moment in nature between the dark and the light. And we have the same within us, dark and the light. And I was saying it last week, during the summer, we rely so much on the external sun for our activities, and we tend to be more outside. And in the winter, it's darker, we're inside more. And so we have to work more on our own inner resources, on our luminosity, as we go inside. And so today's class, we're going to work on that balancing between the dark and the light. And also, it's a full moon, right? So tonight at 25 past 10, I think, we have a full moon. And so I always love to try and do some full moon salutations, which are also really balancing left and right and all of that. So we'll do some of those today instead of our normal salutations. And so let's start by closing our eyes. And it really is wonderful to drop in and to feel that we are part of nature, and stress, anxiety, busyness can really pull us away from understanding the rhythms of nature and understanding our own connection with it. And so it is great just to tune in and feel our own aliveness. And so the first breath we're going to do is an alternate nostril breath. And you can choose either to go slowly or to go at more pace, like a breath of fire. If you're on the first few days of your menstrual cycle, then definitely go more slowly. And it's very personal. You might, the breath of fire version sometimes is a bit tricky. So we'll start slowly. So we're going to use our right hand, use the thumb and the ring finger to block each nostril. So we'll start by blocking the right nostril and breathe into the left. And then block the left and breathe out through the right. I'm going to continue just like that. So in left. And out right. In left. And out right. And so if you're comfortable, we'll do it as a breath of fire. So inhale left, and as you exhale right, you draw the navel in. So continue with either the breath of fire version or the slower one, whichever suits you. As you exhale, draw the navel in. And your breath of fire may be slower than mine, which is perfect. Any pace that works. Just a few more, stay with it. Take a deep inhale through the left nostril. Pause, hold the breath. You can let the right hand down and pause. So squeeze up to the pelvic floor, relax your shoulders. Chin in, eye gaze to the center of the forehead, and feel like you're squeezing the energy up the spine to the center of the brain. Holding. And then exhale, release. And perhaps here, noticing already shift in your mind. Grab my tissue. I'm going to go to the other side. So same hand. Use the right hand. And again, we start slowly. So inhaling through the right nostril, block the left. And exhale to the left. This is a really powerful technique for moving energy through the hemispheres, creating balance. Inhaling right. And so sense that. Exhaling left. And so continue with a long breath, counting for 5 or 6 in, 5 or 6 out. In right, out left. Or join me for a breath of fire. Eye gaze to the center of the forehead as you go. Sometimes with breath of fire, you need to stop, take a couple of breaths, and then jump back in, and that's normal. I find I sometimes don't breathe in enough, and that's fine. Just find your balance. No worries about it at all. Now take a deep inhale to your right nostril. Pause, hold the breath, lift the pelvic floor, eye gaze center of the forehead, and hold for as long as you can, 10, maybe 15 seconds. Relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, exhale. And perhaps sense your energy. Tune in. Creating balance. So let's do one more here before we come to moving. So this is a great one for stimulating the lymph nodes. We did it a few weeks ago. And for stimulating the lungs. So you're going to inhale, reach your fingers up. And as you exhale, make little fists and draw the elbows into the chest. We're going to go enthusiastically for about a minute. Okay, so. And so really draw the elbows in, stimulating the lungs, okay? Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, navel draws in as you exhale, so like a breath of fire. Keep going, nearly there, be enthusiastic. Inhale, reach the arms up. Pause, hold, squeeze, like you're squeezing the energy up the spine towards the center of the brain. Hold. And then exhale. And just sit for a moment, palms up. Arm chin in. Steady mind, pulling away from all the distractions, all those ways that our energy gets leaked with concerns and worries, and dropping in to this present moment. Really nice. So let's come to standing, and we'll do a few rounds of the full moon salutations. And so standing at the top of your mat, feet steady, and feel that balance between the left and the right feet. And now when you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, lean to the right. As you inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, right foot steps wide on your mat. And you're in goddess pose. So knees are out. We'll do the first round slowly. Knees are out over your toes and arms up like goalposts. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, straighten your legs. Left toes in, right toes out, arms reach. We're going to triangle pose. Inhale, reach up with your right arm. Exhale, coming into triangle. Reach your left arm up and rotate. And now inhale here. And then the left arm comes down. Square your hips, so left hip draws forward. You're folding now over your front leg. So where your hips were in line with the long end of the mat, now you're squaring towards the back of your mat. And now inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, left knee down for low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. One more here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. Hands down inside your foot. And we come to a Spider-Man. And so right leg is straight, left knee is bent. And so we're back at the front of the mat. Bend your right knee and reach up. So low lunge now. And then exhale, hands down and come back into your forward fold over your straight leg. So you reverse everything we just did. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, left hand down, come into triangle pose, right arm up. Inhale here. And then exhale into goddess pose again. Inhale. And exhale back to the front of your mat. Left side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of your mat. Goddess pose. I just came to the other end so I wouldn't have my back to you. Inhale here. And then exhale, triangle. So left leg straightens, right toes in. And triangle pose, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. And then exhale, fold over that left foot, right hip forwards. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, right knee down, low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale here. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, hands down and try Spider-Man. So right knee bends, left leg straight. And now both hands down, left knee down, low lunge. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, straighten your legs, fold over your straight legs. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Inhaling here. Exhale into goddess pose. Inhale. And exhale back to this top of your mat. Let's do one more round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. No rush. Inhale, center. Exhale, right foot steps back and goddess pose. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten your legs, triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your front leg. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, low lunge, so left knee down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands down and Spider-Man. So hands back to the left foot, right leg straight. And now turn. So low lunge, right knee down, left knee bent. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your straight leg. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, left hand down and right arm reaches up. Inhaling here. And then exhale into goddess pose. Inhale, goddess. And exhale, step back to the front of your mat. Left side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, lean to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, goddess, left foot out. Inhaling here. Exhale, right leg turns in, left foot forward, triangle pose, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands inside your left foot. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Hands back either side of the front foot. Left knee down, right knee bent. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold over your straight leg. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up. Inhaling here. Exhale into goddess pose. Inhale. And exhale back to the top of your mat. Let's do Surya Namaskar B. So bend your knees for Utkatasana, chair pose. Fingertips skim the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, fold. So it's trying to get a count of 4 or 5 to each breath as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and lower. And so you may lower halfway or all the way, knees or no knees. Inhaling up dog or cobra. And exhale into down dog. Ground the left foot. Inhale, right leg rises. And then as you exhale, right foot forward between your hands. Draw the right outer hip in. Inhale up into warrior one. And then as you exhale, hands down, step back and lower. No rush. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And exhale back into down dog. Ground that right foot. Inhale, left leg rises. And exhale, left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, coming up into warrior one. And then exhale, hands down, step back and lower. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And exhaling back into down dog. So breathe deeply here. Perhaps close your eyes and drop inside. Make any adjustments you want to make, bending a knee, firming your thighs, whatever works. One more full breath here, inhaling. A long exhale. Bend your knees, walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway, lift your heart, lengthen. Exhaling, fold in. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhaling, hands to heart. I'm going to do two more just like that. Bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale, reach. And exhaling, fold. So really luxurious breaths as we move. Inhaling, lift your heart. Exhaling, step back and lower. Halfway all the way. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And exhaling back into down dog. Ground the left foot. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Bring that left hip forward. Exhaling, hands down, step back and lower. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And exhale back into down dog. Ground your right foot. Left leg rises as you inhale. And as you exhale, left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, hands down and step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. Steady your breath. Perhaps close your eyes. Feel the lengthening as you inhale. And as you exhale, that little lift of the pelvic floor, breath leaving your body. One more full breath here. End of the exhale, bend your knees, walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, fold in. Bend your knees, chair pose, inhale, reach. Exhaling, hands to heart. One more round. Bend your knees, inhale, reach. Exhaling, fold. Breath and movement in sync. Body and mind in sync. Inhale, lift your heart. Just you and your breath moving. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot forward between your hands and ground the back one. Draw the outer right hip in. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Step back and lower. Inhaling, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. No rush at all. Left leg rises as you inhale. And left foot forward between your hands as you exhale. Ground the back foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhaling, hands down. Step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhaling back into down dog. Full inhale. And long exhale. Relax your shoulders. Perhaps your eyes are closed. At the end of this exhale, bend your knees. Look between your hands, walk, step, or hop top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Step your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lift your heart. Hands on your waist. And as you exhale, fold forward, so hinging at the waist. Hook onto your big toes. So index and middle finger hook between your big toe and your second toe. Push the toe into the fingers. Inhale, lift your heart. And then as you exhale, fold in. So relax the back of your neck. And there's a slight traction there, so you can use that grip on your toes to gently deepen you into that fold. And here, Ujjayi breath. So the breath at the back of your throat. And you can hear it as you inhale. And hear it as you exhale. Breathing through your nose. And now inhale, lift your heart. And now let's put the hands right underneath the feet. And generally, we have a tendency not to go far enough. Think of your toes actually touching off the strap of your watch or your wrist. And we think it's going to hurt, but it doesn't really at all, actually. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, fold in. So legs as straight or as bent as needs be. And breathe. Relax the shoulders, relax the back of your neck. Two more breaths. Full, even breath. So even inhale and exhale. Last one. Take the hands out from underneath the feet. Place your hands on your waist. Push into your feet. Flat back. Inhale. Lead with the heart. Come all the way up. And exhale. Step your feet back together. So now step your right foot out wide on the mat. Turn your right toes out. Left toes are turning in. Reaching the arms, triangle pose. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Create all this length on the right side of the body. And then as you exhale, lean forward. Left hip goes back and the right hand comes down. So either to the shin, to the foot, or to the floor. Let's start with the left hand on your lower back and then draw the navel towards that back hand. Turn the torso. Look over your left shoulder and then maybe extend that left arm straight up. That's it. And breathe here as always. And the hand can be inside the foot or on the outside of the foot, whichever suits you, if your hand's on the floor. So you can look down or look up, mindful of the neck. Draw the right seat in underneath you. Think of this left frontal hip drawing back. So like as if your back is against a glass wall. You're trying to get a line from the bottom hand all the way up to the top hand. And so take a deep inhale. Exhale all the breath out. That lift of the pelvic floor, push into your feet, and as you inhale, come up. So working with the breath, and let's exhale, turn the feet. So opposite direction now. Inhale, left arm reaches. And then exhale, left arm extends, right hip comes back, and the left hand comes to the shin, the foot, or the floor. Let's start right hand lower back. Draw the navel towards that back hand, right shoulder back, and then the right arm reaches up. And breathe. And again, if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. So as you inhale, can you feel the breath going down your spine? Filling up. And as you exhale, pelvic floor lift. Breath goes up your spine. And you deepen a little bit more. So inhale, filling up, expanding. And then as you exhale, that activation, and maybe the arm reaches a little higher. Let's do one more. And exhale. Exhale, engage pelvic floor. Use the inhale, push into your feet, come up. And then turn your feet again. We're going to do the revolved version. So now left arm reaches as you inhale. Trying to get both of your hips facing that back of your mat. And right hand on your waist. As you exhale, left hand is going to come down towards the right foot. I want you to keep thinking of this left hip coming forward and the outer right hip drawing back. Little micro bend can be nice in that front knee. So now the left hand to the floor, the foot, the leg, wherever works. And it can be on the inside or the outside of that foot. And then start turning the torso. Firm in the back leg. Internally rotate the back thigh. Draw the outer right hip in. So strong in the legs. And then turning torso, right shoulder back. And right hand can stay on your waist, or you might bring the right hand to your shoulder and reach it up. And again, that feeling, inhale, breath goes down the spine, filling up. And then as you exhale, pelvic floor lifts and revolve. Let's do 2 more deep breaths like that. Exhale, deepen. And last one. And exhale. And now look down at your hand. Inhale, push into the feet, coming all the way up. Let's go to the other side. Exhale, turn the feet. Left hand to your waist. Inhale, right arm reaches. And then as you exhale, right frontal hip draws forward. Outer left hip draws back. And the right hand comes down. So establish in your legs so you've that stability. And then from that stable base, you can start turning the torso. So the navel turns to the left, the ribs, and maybe the left shoulder draws back. If you're comfortable, left hand can come to the shoulder and reach up. You can continue to look down, or you can look up at that left hand, whichever works. Right thigh turns in, push into the outside of that right foot. And as you inhale, expand. As you exhale, revolve. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. And as you exhale, navel turns, ribs turn. And 1 more. And exhale. So now look down at your foot. Inhale, come all the way up. And let's exhale, step back to the front of your mat. And now right foot steps again, wide on your mat. Right toes out and bend your front knee, arms reaching. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And then as you exhale, right hand either comes to your thigh or to the floor. And left arm reaches up and over. And so you're kind of trying to look underneath the left arm and maybe towards the left palm. But see what works for your neck. It might suit to look down. That right hand arm is pushing against the right shin, and that dynamic helps you to twist. Challenging pose. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, fill up. Exhaling, twist. And last one, fill up. Feel the breath go all the way to the base of the spine. And then as you exhale, revolve, engage pelvic floor, push into the feet, come back up to stand. And as you exhale, turn the feet and sink into that left foot now. Inhale, left arm reaches. And as you exhale, left hand down. Left hand can come to the thigh, right? Or to the floor, whichever works. Right arm up. And so creating this lovely balance. So right and left, revolving in one direction and then the other. Balance between the inhale and the exhale. Between the expansion and the contraction. Between day and night. Between the light and the dark within all of us. Inhale, expand, breath right down to the base of the spine. And exhaling, revolve a little more. Let's do 1 more breath here. And exhale. Very nice. Engage pelvic floor. Inhale, coming all the way up. And then turn your feet. We'll take the revolved version. So right knee bends, and now left arm reaches as you inhale. And as you exhale, left, either the forearm comes outside the right knee, or you might get the elbow and get the palms together, either version. And then here, revolve. So back thigh turns in, outer right hip draws in. Front knee over the second or third toe, navel revolving to the right. Inhale, filling up. And as you exhale, push the top hand into the bottom. Remember, thumbs in towards your sternum, top elbow towards the ceiling. And here it's nice to keep the back of your neck long, so chin slightly tucked. So that sense of revolving from the tailbone right to the crown of your head. 1 more breath here. Very nice. Push into the feet. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, other side. Bend the left knee. Inhale, right arm rises. And then as you exhale, right elbow outside the left knee. And so it can be your forearm outside the left knee and left hand on your waist, or the elbow, whichever works. Right thigh internally rotating. Thumbs in towards the sternum. And that length in the back of the neck, chin slightly tucked. Expanding on the inhale and revolving on the exhale. make sure the outer left hip is drawing in and is in line with the knee and the ankle, so that left hip hasn't started to jut out to the left. Thumbs in towards the sternum, top hand pushes into the bottom one. And just 2 last breaths here. Full inhale. Exhale, revolve. Lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, step back to the top of your mat. So let's bend the knees and come into Utkatasana, chair pose. And stay here as you exhale. So chair pose, lovely dynamic pose. A lot of little subtle adjustments. So sink low like you're trying to sit down. And then think of pubic bone towards the heart. So the tailbone draws under, creating length in the lower back. Think of your front shins back. And now think of your heart lifting. Perhaps look up or look off to the horizon. And now inhale, deep breath. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, back into down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. And exhale, right foot forward between your hands. So ground the back heel, so the heel is at an angle. And walk your right foot a little bit out to the right. Coming up for warrior one, left arm reaches forward, right ribs draw back. Right arm floats, both arms up. And so here, warrior one, loads of options. So first of all, think of right knee opening out over second or third toe. The baby toe side of the back foot pushing into the floor. And either look up or look to the horizon, whichever works. Full expansive inhale, filling up breath to the bottom of the spine. And as you exhale, lift of the pelvic floor, breath leaves the body. Let's do one more like that. And you can bring the palms together if you like. Exhale. Now as you inhale, I want you to straighten that front leg. And as you exhale, turn your feet so you're facing the back of your mat. Bend the front knee. So warrior one now, other side. Inhale. And exhale, sink in. Inhaling. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor. Strong pose, right hip draws forward. Outer left hip draws in, front ribs drawing in. Last breath here. And sink down. And now warrior two. So arms open out and feel how that right hip draws back. And so straight away we got to check on this left knee and make sure it stays over the second or third toe. Open across the arms, across the chest. Like you're trying to reach something that's just past your reach in both of your arms. Sink perhaps a tiny smidgen lower. Remember that lift of the pelvic floor at the end of the exhale. One more breath here. See, can you go a tiny bit lower? You got it. Lift pelvic floor. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, turn your feet. And sink in, warrior two, right side. So front knee opening out over second or third toe. Back thigh turns in, outer right hip draws in. And now reach a bit more in that left arm, open across the chest. And then see, can you sink a little bit lower? 2 more breaths here. Fill up breath to the base of the spine, and then exhale. Lift pelvic floor, sink in. 1 more. And exhale. Both arms together now, forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, go through vinyasa. Hands down, step back. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale back into down dog. Bend the knees. Let's come to sitting. So we'll do a few seated postures here before we return to another beautiful breath technique. So right foot draws in to the inside of the left thigh. And make sure you're sitting up nice and straight on the sitting bones. And the navel is in line with that left knee. Inhale, reach up. Get lots of length and then hinge forwards. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, fold. So it doesn't matter where your hands come to. And what I like always in this pose is thinking of the length in the spine. So we're not trying to round our head towards our knee. We're trying to draw our chest towards our toes. So your eye gaze might be past your feet on the floor and then close your eyes. Expand as you inhale. And as you exhale, think of your right kidney area drawing towards your left knee. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Expand on the inhale. And then exhale. Last one, inhaling. And as you exhale, pelvic floor lifts and sink a little deeper. Release the hands, inhale, coming up. And let's switch the legs. So other leg on the inside now. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, fold in. And have that sense, the breath going to the bottom of the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, that lift of the pelvic floor and deepening into the stretch. 1 more breath. And exhale. Really nice, carefully release. And now let's extend both legs long. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Hook onto your big toes again, that yoga toe lock. Relax your shoulders. Lift your heart as you inhale. And as you exhale, fold in. And again, that sense of chest towards your toes. So there's a slightly uplifted, your back is flat, straight. We're not rounding, but shoulders are relaxed, so we're not stiff either. Filling up breath to the base of the spine on the inhale. And as you exhale, pelvic floor lifts, and perhaps use that grip on the toes to deepen a little more. Inhaling and exhaling. Really nice. Inhale, coming up. And let's come lying on our backs. So we're going to finish with a back bend. And so we'll start with bridge. And then if some of you have a practice of doing wheel pose, we can come into that. And then some of us will stay in bridge. So starting feet hip distance apart and lifting up. Interlace your hands behind your back And draw your upper arm bones in and underneath. And so here in bridge, back of your neck is long. So the chin is ever so slightly tucking towards the chest. But really, more than the chin to the chest, think of the chest drawing towards the chin. So the chest is lifting. Become aware of your thighs. So first of all, the knees are trying to extend away from you. Thighs are lifting up and firm. All 10 toes pushing into the floor. And now have the feeling of your heels drawing towards your hands. Lift the hips a little higher. And again, the chest drawing towards the chin, that real uplift. And then carefully rolling all the way down. Really nice. So we're going to do that one more time. Or if it's in your practice, you can put your hands behind you, beside your head, fingers facing back, and push up into wheel pose. So whichever one suits you this morning. Wheel pose, or coming back up into your bridge, upper arm bones in underneath, chest lifting towards your chin, thighs firm, heels towards your hands. Very strong, dynamic pose. Let's do 2 more breaths in either wheel pose or in bridge. And then as you exhale, carefully coming down. Really nice. Draw your knees into your chest and just rock a little bit side to side. So now place your feet down wide. Let your knees knock together and just take a moment to feel the effect, such a balancing effect in our bodies. Creating all the time that homeostasis. And so things go one way or the other, and then we constantly work on creating that balance. So let's very carefully come to sit. And so come into a comfortable seated pose. I'm doing a really beautiful breath technique. It's a while since I've done this one. It's called the breath for cleansing the inner channels. So it's an alternate nostril breath, but we breathe in for 3, we hold for 12, and we exhale for 6. So what we'll do first is we'll establish the alternate breath pattern, and then I'll introduce the holds, and I'll guide you the whole way. And so using your right hand, the thumb, just like we did earlier, and the ring finger to block the left nostril. And so let's block the right nostril and inhale through the left nostril. And as you inhale, bring your attention down to the base of the spine. Oh, come here, you. And now block your left nostril. And as you exhale out your right nostril, feel, imagine, visualize the energy coming up your spine. Inhale through your right nostril. See the energy going all the way down to the base of the spine. And now block the right and exhale the left nostril. See the energy coming up the left side of the spine, out through the left nostril. Inhale left nostril, seeing the energy going all the way down to the base of the spine. And then exhaling right nostril and the energy coming up the right side of the spine. Inhaling right, see the energy coming down to the base of the spine. And exhaling left, seeing the energy going up the left side and out the left nostril. So we'll add the count. So inhale to the left for the count of 3. Awareness coming down the left side of the spine. And now hold the breath for a count of 12. And visualize a little fire at the base of your spine. And now as we exhale, we're going to exhale out to the right for a count of 6. Inhale to the right, energy coming down the spine for a count of 3. Hold at the base of the spine for 12. Now exhale to the left for 6. Energy coming up and out to the left nostril. Inhale 3 to the left. Hold the breath. See the energy at the base of the spine, holding. And now exhaling right for a count of 6. Going up the right side of the spine. Inhaling right for 3. Hold for 12. Exhaling left for 6. Inhale to the left for 3. Hold for 12. Exhaling right for 6. Inhaling right for 3. Hold for 12. Exhaling 6 through your left nostril. And now take a deep inhale here through both nostrils. And pause, hold your breath. Squeeze up to the pelvic floor and stay very still. And then when you're ready to exhale the breath out. And just sit here for a moment. Tune in. Breath techniques so amazing for allowing us to access deeper aspects of ourselves. So stay here for another couple of breaths, just being fully present, sensing your own spaciousness. When we merge the mind and breath, it creates this lovely harmony within us, and we're able to drop in to that witness consciousness, that intuitive mind. cultivating this sense of balance, of wholeness. It is amazing to realize that we have all the resources within us. And so as the evenings get darker, that we have access to our own inner light, our own inner luminosity, our own resources to support us. And it's important to feel that expanded connection also with nature. If you get a chance, the moon was amazing last night, and it also the northern lights are meant to be visible. I couldn't see them. But to get a few moments today where you just are in tune with this season, this day. We don't benefit from a contracted, narrow view of things. So the more that we can expand our awareness and tune into those rhythms that are much bigger than us, the more it's a counteraction to stress and anxiety and all these other things. So let's bring our hands to prayer at our heart and bow to that wise, expansive little bit of nature that's within you. It's important to remember that we are all part of it. We are part of nature, not separate from it. And we're all connected. And I'm so grateful to you all for turning up this morning. Thanks so much. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Now. Oh.
Thanks, Ashley.